So, so I finally figured out how to go to landscape mode with this thing here.
What?
So I finally figured out how to go to landscape mode on my phone here when you're
What do you
doing
mean
the
landscape mode?
instead of this way, it'll be this way. So that's really nice. It's really nice to. It's nice to know that there is this option to do it sideways like this. It's really nice. Landscape mode is this way. Landscape mode is like this, and portrait is this way, which you've been used to quite a bit.
So which is the best?
There's really no preference. It really depends how you want to do it. It really depends how you want to do it. So yeah, it's really nice. Hey, Flaming. Hey, the thing is working. So Flaming. Like I was saying in the title, I got like 4 stomach aches, and I finally figured out how to put this thing into landscape mode instead of portrait mode. So it looks really nice when you go into landscape mode, doesn't it? Yeah, I had 4 stomach aches. Yeah, 4. So I'm using the microphone from this app here. So yeah, I had 4 stomach aches, unfortunately. I don't know. Have you ever been to Mexico yourself? Have you ever been to Mexico? I've never been to Mexico before. It's my first time, actually. So yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Oh, you've been to Mexico? Yeah. The place in Mexico that I'm in right now is Puerto Vallarta. It's on the west coast of Mexico, west coast. So you get to see all the boats, and the airport is actually 15-20 minutes away, but we're too early. So we're just hanging out here in the resort before we go to the airport. This chair here, and it's really nice to relax here before we eventually go there. So yeah, we actually had a decent time here. Oh, sorry to hear that, Flaming. Yeah, we mostly came here to Mexico. Oh, that's really nice, Flaming. I'm guessing you have family in Mexico as well. So that's really nice to hear. I never been to Mexico. My mom is also here with me, by the way, and I've never been. Yeah, this whole trip was just a leisure thing. So honestly, I'm just happy that we had a decent time to get away from all the stress and all that stuff. So, and I don't know. It's really hard to tell if the food or the drinks were bad, but yeah, this one day yesterday, I had 4 stomach aches, which was really brutal. Just trying to stay awake after that. Oh, it was terrible. But we did manage to see some of the local businesses and all that stuff here. It was really nice. And there was a local mall here. Thankfully, it was pretty easy to walk to. And we also visited part of the Predator film set in the mountains, which is about 20 or 30 minutes away from here. Also, one of the things that really stands out the most here in Mexico is they have their pride in tequila. I don't know if you are an alcohol person, Flaming, but we went to a tequila place outside of Puerto, and it was really nice. Hey, awesome! We're in Mexico. This is my last day here. We're actually leaving soon here. The reason why I'm doing this is because the reason why I'm here, awesome, is that I'm just here relaxing before we eventually take a taxi to the airport. So hopefully the Wi-Fi here is still good. So yeah, awesome. I'm still in Mexico. Have you ever been to Mexico, awesome? I don't think I've ever heard you talk about that. So yeah, me and my mom are just relaxing here at the resort before eventually go back to Canada. It's about a 5-hour plane trip, so by the time I get back, it'll be around midnight or so by the time we unwind. But I had a decent fun. I had a fun time here, and yeah, I live in Canada, Flame. I don't know if you remember me saying that. I don't know if you remember me saying that, but yes, I live in Canada. This whole Mexico trip was just a leisure thing, so yeah, yeah. So yeah, basic. So yeah, awesome. I don't know. So awesome. If you ever get the chance to go to Mexico just for a leisure trip, that'd be very nice. Yeah, it's a decent resort and it's a pretty good deal. Um, if I got the rate just right, I think it's $60 a night for this particular resort, all inclusive. So free drinks, free breakfast, lunch, dinner, swimming pool, and alcohol. So it's a pretty good deal. 60 for us two people in one room. It was $60 a night. So that's pretty good actually. It's not exactly 60, but it's around 60. Pretty good. I mean, you do have the option to go outside and explore, but it's really nice that you can. But it's really nice what we got here. We don't have to worry about eating so much. We didn't have to worry about the food so much. So the alcohol, I'm guessing the alcohol they used was probably cheap tequila or not as high quality. But then again, it's on a budget. I'm not complaining. It's all paid for before you come here. It's really nice. But if you ever decide to come to Mexico, maybe Puerto can be a decent tourist place for you to go. That's what we decided to do. I mean, Puerto Vallarta was actually nice, and it's probably one of the few places in Mexico where some locals know how to speak English. Not all, but it's nice that some locals know how to speak English. But you definitely need to know Spanish. You don't have to know a lot of Spanish, but just enough, I guess.
Hey, there's a charger there. A charger.
I don't know if that charger actually works on the wall there.
Why?
Oh, I don't know if that actually works. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, I already finished eating our breakfast already, and we still got. What time is it right now? What time is it right now? We still got another hour and a half to kill because we cannot really check into our flight until 2 or 3 hours before the flight leaves at around 5:30. So yeah, we basically got some time to kill here. Thankfully, we only need to take one. Thankfully, we only have one plane trip. Oh, there's plenty of people here. It's just that I'm sitting on a chair here just to relax.
Is that,
Does that work? Does that work? Does that work? It does? Oh, that's nice. You can charge your phone. That's nice. So it's not packed. The amount of people that are here, it's not packed, but you still walk around very easily. They do hold some events and stuff like that here. It's really nice. Oh yes, good to see you, Games. Yeah. Yes, Games. Yes, Games, good to see you. We're in Mexico. Have you ever been to Mexico, Games? What is my next? What are you talking about after I go back to Canada? I think I have another trip coming up, but I don't remember what the date is.
Lapland, February 7th.
Oh, Lapland. The Lapland on February with my family. Mostly with my mom because, by the way, yeah, there's my mom right there. Hi.
Hello. Where is it? I cannot find it.
They're here. Yeah, there's my mom right there off screen. Yeah, that's my mom right there.
Hello.
Yeah, that's my mom right there. So you can probably take a photo of that or something, or clip that, I guess.
It's cool.
Yeah, you can see the similarities I have, yeah? So when I was born, I got the looks from my mom, and I also got the height from my Finnish dad. The music you're hearing right now, Games, is coming from one of the speakers in this pool here. Yeah. So you're only in a city? You're only living in a city, Games? Oh. But wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute. But have you ever been to Mexico, Games? That's what I think I'm curious about. Have you ever been to Mexico? If you haven't, it may be something you want to try at least once if you ever get the chance. Doesn't have to. You don't have to go to a Mexican city, but at least you get to see what the country is like. And interestingly enough, Flaming, even though I'm in the Puerto Vallarta city here, if you go to the countryside, it's not that far away from here. Oh, only China and Louisiana. Oh. And Boston. Okay. If I remember correctly, Games, you said you're from Philippines or something. Then I think it should not be very difficult for you to come to Mexico, I guess.
Where's he from? Where is he from?
Retail music is everywhere, yeah. 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 Oh, okay. Well, Flaming, if you ever decide to go to Mexico, either you can. Here's the thing, Flaming. You can either drive to Mexico to the border if you want to do that, or you can take a plane trip. Oh, that's nice. And you can. And Awesome is probably gonna teach you that or something. I guess I don't know. Oh, well, Games. If you, oh, you're in America, Games. Well, I don't remember. So sorry if I do remember. The problem with having hundreds of names is I can't remember every single little detail. Oh. Well, Games, like I said, you can either take a plane to go to Mexico, because I know some Americans here have taken a plane to travel here, or you can just drive to the border. It's up to you. So, you can either do drive, or just take a plane trip. Because right now in Puerto Vallarta is like on the western side of Mexico, so we do get to see this ships, and there's even a pirate ship here that does tours and all that stuff, which is really nice. So, yeah, it's really nice that I was able to hang out here for the last week or so, just to get away from all the stress and all that stuff. It feels really good. Yeah, I'm just careful not to show off too much because, you know, the swimming pools are not that far from here, so yeah. But the locals, at least here in Puerto, they were very, very nice. And it was really, really nice. And I'm just very lucky that I was able to come here. And interestingly enough, this whole Mexico trip was my dad's idea, but unfortunately he couldn't travel. I wish. It's not much. Yeah, we're just relaxing here, and I might charge his phone again or something before we head over to the airport. So, honestly, it would have been during the tour that we did not long ago, like yesterday. We would have loved to have bought a tequila or some tequila bottle to bring home with us. Just one bottle that has no sugar in it. So if you're diabetic, you can drink that no problem. And they were nice enough to give us a taste of multiple types of tequila. I don't know how many of you drink tequila, but it's a national pride for Mexico to make good tequila, and they are correct. They actually make good tequila. No, that's nice. Awesome. You're awesome. See what I did there? See what I did there? Oh, nothing. But yes, the tequila that you get here in Mexico is actually really good. So even if you're not into alcohol, I think you will like the taste of it, in my opinion. I don't know. But what time is it right now? It's almost 12:30. We still got an hour and a half to kill. Because if you go to the airport too early, it's not going to be good hanging around there. Thankfully, the airport is not that far away, so yeah. And yes, over here at the resort, the type of the song playlist they have here is pretty straightforward. You'll recognize many of those songs. Most of them are classics. They do occasionally play new music sometimes. but mostly it is mostly they play songs that from the past. Oh, they have to no surprise for some of you, they have Subway here in Mexico. They also have Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's. What's interesting was that the nearby mall or shopping center they have here is that they have a McDonald's store, but they have at least three ice cream stands in different parts of the mall. Yeah, it's 12:30 p.m. right now for me. Yeah, and yeah, so McDonald's here they have three ice cream stands in the mall. So I guess it's because it can get very very hot here. So naturally, it's one way to cool off. Also, Mexico has a huge retail chain called Soriana. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Soriana before, but it's basically the Mexico equivalent of either Walmart or Walgreens or Target. It's pretty big here in Mexico. So if you want to buy groceries or electronics, then you go to Soriana here. We have a Costco here in Puerto Vallarta, only one Costco, which is very interesting. So, but if you're not interested in Costco, then it's probably going to be the Soriana or any other local business here. So that's something that we learned here in just a week or so for being here. I'm only scratching the surface on what it's like to be here in Mexico, but honestly, it was nice. The locals that we met seemed to be nice, and the Google Translate that I use to communicate from English to Spanish, it's not always accurate. But yeah, hey Runku, good to see you, Runku. We're still in Mexico. It's our last day here, Runku. Yeah, we're here in Mexico. Yeah, we're still here in Mexico, Runku. Good to see you. Runku, if you ever want to visit Mexico, you should give it a try if you ever get the chance. It's a good way to escape from, yeah, unfortunately, Runku. Today I'm okay, but yesterday I had to go to the bathroom 4 times. It was bad. I was feeling tired. Yeah, I don't know if it was the food or the drinks, but unfortunately I got sick from something, and it's yeah, but honestly I'm glad I was able to stay awake just to enjoy the sights. How many of you guys have seen the movie Predator? I don't know. The funny thing, I didn't eat that much tacos. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Oh, sorry to hear that, Rinku. But what's the so how many of you have seen the movie Predator, but the one that stars Arnold? Well, here in Puerto Vallarta, about 20 or 30 minutes away from the city, you can actually visit one of the film sets. From Predator. They also have a restaurant there. They don't accept cards, only cash. But you do have the option to go into the mountains with either an SUV or a special bus they have, and you can go there to swim, do some hiking trails, or just eat at the restaurant they have there. They have the Predator costume guy there, and it was pretty interesting. You're basically in the middle of the jungle, and it was really nice. And so if you have ever seen the movie Predator, there's this one scene or something where the mercenary gets thrown into the lake or water or something like that early in the movie, and that is the location that we were able to see here. That's the thing we were able to see here not long ago. It was really nice. I don't have the comparison. There's probably plenty of videos or pictures to show off the actual location itself, but it was actually nice to be there in person. And it's nice to get away from all the city stuff for at least once. It's really nice. And yeah, I'm probably not gonna do this live thing for too long because it's probably gonna drain my battery. So I'm probably gonna have to keep I'm probably gonna have to charge my phone over there. But yeah, I'm just letting you know that it's basically going home today. I thought of doing this. I thought of doing this live thing at least once or twice when I was here, but my brain and mind told me just relax and take it easy, which is what I did. And I'm glad I did. It's a good thing if there's anything that Mexico has taught me is to just relax and just take it easy. You don't have to pay attention to what's going on in the social media every living second. And that's what I've learned. Is to just relax and take it easy. Okay. Runker, as long as you know English and you have Google Translate with you, you should be okay. Mexico has very nice weather, as long as you don't go into the rainy seasons around June and stuff like that. So if you want to come here during the winter season, you should be okay. Oh, you've been to America, Runker. Oh, okay. You know, one interesting thing to note here is Mexican citizens. Mexican citizens can actually go to Canada easier than the U.S. And that's true. And we spoke to a local here, and they said they only had to pay like 10 US dollars or 10 Canadian dollars just to pay from a website before they can travel to Canada. So that's really nice. But yeah, if you have never been to Mexico, I do recommend you do it at least once if you get the chance. You don't have to be here for like a very long time. Maybe try going here for like a week or something. And this resort here in Puerto Vallarta that I'm in, it's 60 US dollars a night for two people. 60 US dollars for two people, that's not too bad. You get free breakfast, lunch, dinner, and alcohol. And a swimming pool. It's pretty nice actually. The alcohol may be cheap grade maybe, but I'm not complaining if it's all paid for. I don't have any drinks here, sorry games, I'm so sorry. I don't have any drinks here. It's okay, games. I will. Oh, so that's a straight. There you go. There you go. Sorry about that, man. I can't. Wish I could drink right now, but I cannot. Oh yeah, Roku. I do realize that now. If you're from Europe, then yeah. But even if it's a long flight, if you get the chance to do it at least once sometime in your life, I don't think you'll regret it. We mostly just hang out here in the hotel, hang out in some of the local places in the mall, and we went on tour to check out some locales like the chocolate store, the film set of Predator, and the old town, or the romantic part of Puerto Vallarta. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of celebrities have come to Puerto Vallarta to do movies or in the hotel here as well. So it's naturally one of the most popular tourist attractions here in Mexico. So yeah, again, I don't know how many of you guys want to travel to Mexico, but it's something you should do at least once if you ever get the chance. I mean, don't get me wrong, America can be very nice as well, but I think some people should give Mexico a chance. And the people here are nice. The only downside is that not everybody will speak English. Not everybody. So maybe you should download Google Translate and go with that instead. So just remember that not everybody will. Just remember that the Google Translate is not always accurate. As long as you show off the text of Google Translate to the locals here, they will at least try to understand what you're trying to say. Because there was this one there were some phrases that I tried to translate and it was completely off. So always keep that in mind. It's not always accurate, but at least Google Translate has come a long way since. So yeah, I'm just relaxing here because the airport's not that far, and The problem is we had to check out of the hotel at 11 this morning. So again, we had no choice. We had to check out at 11. But at least the hotel staff here are nice enough to let us hang out here before we leave. So that's really nice. If I had to pick a destination to go to Vegas, sorry, no. If I had to pick another destination to go to America at some point, maybe southeast in Texas or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I don't have that much free time. If I had the resources, and didn't have to work another day again like the big timers do in this platform, I would definitely would like to travel a little bit more to meet my fans and stuff like that. I know becoming popular does have a catch or a price to pay, but honestly, I don't think I will mind that too much. So I don't really know what that's like, but honestly, it's just something that I personally like to do, and it has taken me over 2 years to get comfortable with this. Let me just see what Flaming said here. Yeah, if you want to work here in Mexico, Flaming, you need to know Spanish. You have to know Spanish. It should be the same way the other way around. Like Canada and US. I know Canada has Quebec French, but other than that, US and Canada, the official language is English. So if you want to work in both these countries, you need to know English, or at least enough English. Doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah. But overall, I had a fun time here in Mexico. We were hoping Dad would also come here as well, but unfortunately his mobility is really bad. If you're wheelchair bound and you come to Mexico, you're not gonna have a fun time here. You will not, because there's a lot of uneven pavements here when you go into the city streets. So you're not gonna have a fun time here. So if you have mobility problems, yeah, I don't recommend you come to Mexico. But if you can move around, walk around easily, then you will have no problem being here in Mexico. That's another thing to consider. It was really nice. It was really nice to come here and just relax for like a little bit. And I could have made a Discord announcement that we are going live here, but I'm probably not going to be on for too long because I don't want to use up all my energy for my phone here. But it's really nice but it was really nice that I had a fun time here. It was really nice. Yeah, and you know what's interesting? Because I did grow up in Philippines for like a certain period of time. You need to know the Filipino language, and you need to know the Filipino language, but there's also a mix of Spanish and English you can also use. So that's pretty cool. But big warning though, Philippines, as far as I'm aware, I would have to argue that Philippines is a lot more humid than here in Mexico. Although I haven't been here in Mexico during summertime, so I can't really compare that. But I know there is more pollution in Philippines. So even on winter time in Philippines can be very, very hot. So yeah. In my opinion, I think if you don't like the heat, don't go to Philippines, or maybe try to go there on winter time. But Mexico will probably be your best bet if you like the weather, and it's not that far off if you decide to drive here if you're into that sort of a thing. Or you can take a plane trip. It doesn't take that long to get here if you decide to come to Puerto Vallarta like us. So yeah, I had a fun time here just to get away from all the stress and stuff. It's really nice. And I just want to say thank you for Flaming Awesome and Brunker and everybody else for coming on here. I was going to make a Discord announcement on this, but I figured it's just do it and just see what happens. Yeah, I can't do this for too long because I don't want to use up all my phone energy. How much energy do I have on my phone? 73%. So yeah, I don't want to do this for 2 hours because I don't want to use up all my energy here. Wait, is the oh wait, is the energy is the charger in the bag easy to get or is it difficult?
I don't know if it's easy.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna use up too much energy here because we've already packed our things already, so we're just
But
killing
that
time
can
here.
you message him or
No, I don't want. I don't want to. So if she decides to message us, then we know. I already made it
no, what I
clear.
mean there is that we'll say goodbye.
Oh, there's an event going on here. The problem is I don't know what's going on unless I ask them. But whenever time they do a speaker event here, they always speak in Spanish with some occasional English, but it's mostly Spanish. But don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask in English what's going on.
I don't know where did I put it.
And getting Wi-Fi here is not that easy. If the hotel you go to will definitely guarantee Wi-Fi, but you will probably not get Wi-Fi outside the hotel. It's not very easy to get Wi-Fi here.
I don't know where is it the
That's okay. If it's not easy to get, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna use my phone too much because I don't want it to die. Yeah, so a lot of those. I don't know if you can hear the background songs playing right now, but they do a lot. They play a lot of familiar songs from the last 10 or 20 years. Yeah, unless you go to the popular spots in Mexico, like some certain like certain public spots, you're not really gonna get much Wi-Fi anywhere else, unless you get a phone plan or something. But if you're not gonna be here for that long, I don't think you're gonna bother gonna open up your phone and put another SIM card there.
she will not come back.
I'm not really sure, but but I had a fun time here. That's the main thing. Get away from all the stress and stuff. And the locals here are very nice as well. One of the waiters that one of the old waiters we constantly saw in the last week or so. His name is Miguel, and he is a widow. His wife died. We did not pry. We did not pry on.
Is this the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we did not pry on the waiter on why and how he became a widow because it's really none of our business. But it was really nice to meet him, and he has 2 kids, and he's working as a waiter here in the resort. There's a lot of people here that come here, so yeah, it's really nice that they're this resort is doing well. So again, free breakfast, lunch, dinner, and alcohol. I'm not complaining. And yeah, and here it is again. There's my mom right there. You can see the similarities because I got the face of my mom there. So yeah, we're just killing time here. How much energy do I have here? 72%. Yeah, we're just having a fun time relaxing here until we eventually have to go to the airport. Thankfully, it's not that far, but and getting a taxi is actually very easy. And thankfully, most businesses here do accept Visa, but in some places they don't accept. They do not accept credit cards, so you have to be prepared to have some cash with you. Oh, if you're gonna come to Mexico, it's probably no different to going to the Philippines. It's always good to have some currency beforehand. Canadian dollar is not really recognized here that much, so if you're from the U.S. and you have U.S. dollars, they recognize U.S. dollars very easily. So that's pretty convenient. So yeah, we're just chilling here, waiting for the inevitable trip. We gotta go, inevitable moment that we have to go to the airport, but it's still too early for us to go there. Otherwise, it'll just be more hanging out at the airport and not doing much. Plus, I like this couch that we have here. It's actually pretty comfortable. How much energy do I have now? 72%. It's actually not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but honestly, like I said, It's actually had a fun time here. We had a fun time here. It was my dad's idea to come here originally, so we had a fun time. I'm not gonna be home until midnight or so after you unwind and everything like that. So it'll be Wednesday or something by the time I'm fully settled back home. Yeah, this is what the resort looks like. There's a whole lot more, obviously. There's a whole lot more to look at, but that's just like a quick, just a quick view of what it looks like. So they have a set time for the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it was really nice. They have a set menu, which does repeat, but again, it's free food that you can enjoy before you come here. Once you pay everything, it's really nice. One of my favorite drinks that I drank from the bar here is the Pink Panther, or in Spanish it's called Chichi. You have the option to drink that with alcohol or without alcohol, and I like both of them. I kind of forgot to ask them what alcohol they add into it, but you guys can probably look that up. I think it was, I don't know if it's Bacardi they put in there, I don't know if it's tequila, I don't know if it's margarita, I don't know. But it was a cocktail, basically. I didn't want to drink too much alcohol because I don't want to get drunk. Honestly, again, I don't really drink alcohol that much back home because I have to drive, so it's a huge liability. If I drink back home, I will probably have difficulty driving. I don't want to make a mistake. But here, I get to relax and just drink, but not too much to get drunk. So just relax, and that's it. And there's kids and people just walking around casually. And this place is not too crazy busy. There's not too many people walking around, so it feels crowded. But there's enough people here so you can just hang around, I guess. You do have the option to do whale watching as well, but it's something you basically just want to do once. And yeah, you have a swimming pool here. They also have a quote-unquote hot tub, I guess. So it's really hot when you go in it. And you have a swimming pool for both kids and adults. It's not too big, but I'm not complaining with the price you pay when you first come here. It's really nice. I mean, that's the whole point of this resort here. You just come and relax. And if you can bring at least one person with you, either a family member or somebody you know, it can be fun. And it looks like they're getting prepared for lunch. Unfortunately, we can't eat. So that's why I'm glad we was able to buy some food here. And unfortunately, in the plane, the low-cost carrier that we got, unfortunately, they don't offer drinks or food for free. Unfortunate. But then again, it's only one plane trip. We'll be home soon enough. It's been a fun time here. I mean, eventually the vacation has to come to an end, but I don't regret it. It's a good thing I held back and decided not to do any live stuff at all. Just relax and just take a break and get away from it all. Another lesson that I've learned, that I've already said before, just now, is you don't have to always pay attention to what's going on in social media. It's very easy to get information nowadays, but let's be honest, most of that information is not really necessary. We don't need to know it. Sometimes it's best to just relax and keep it simple. I know that was a hard lesson for me to learn in particular, but yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I don't want to use up all my energy here. But it's been a blast. So I'll see you guys soon, okay? We'll be home soon.